Mr. Mack Weber. Welcome to the Great Wide Open Mic podcast. We are so stoked to have you.
Dude, I'm excited to be here.
I'm so glad that you accepted our offer. We were pretty floored by your submission and love that song, Bozeman Rain. I have tried to scrub the internet to find more information about you. You have been very elusive on the internet. And I guess my first question that I want to ask, well, first of all, I want to address an issue that I have. And I almost didn't choose you because you were wearing a Seahawks shirt in the submission. And I see you have a Seahawks shirt. And as a Bay Area San Francisco 49ers fan, it is very hard for me to talk to you in a nice manner, but I'll do my best.
I understand that. Yeah, I'm like diehard Seahawks. I don't usually wear Seahawks shirt. I guess you just caught me on two like really good days, but I mean, all respect for the rivalry, but go Hawks.
Yeah, I got you. And you know, we've had some good matchups. Are you from Seattle? Are you from Washington? Or you just love the Seahawks?
Both my parents are from Central Washington, so like kind of inherited that love. Would go up and work there for summers, so Washington's a pretty big deal to me. Seahawks are a bigger deal, so.
Yeah, they had a great program with Pete Carroll, and they've had some amazing runs and amazing wins over the Niners for sure. So definitely hate that team, but appreciate the fan base.
Hey, love it.
Well, my first question and why you're here is because of the song Bozeman Rain. I really want to know, you seem to have only released that one song or literally on your Instagram page. It seems like a private account, but you just released some music here and there. It's a phenomenal first release. So like, take me through, how did you write that? Do you have a bunch more songs that you've written? How long you've been writing songs?
Yeah, we've got quite a few now. I think I'm up at like 13, 14 songs that I've written so far. Haven't released anything yet in terms of like Spotify and whatnot. We're working on recording the album right now. Super excited. And I've been writing for like, I don't know, a couple months now. Like it's been really new process. I never really thought I'd be doing music stuff. So now that it is, it's like all hitting me so fast, but I'm loving it. In terms of writing the song, me and my buddy, we were up in Bozeman for work and it wasn't going well for me, like at all. Just super like spirits were broken. Raining the whole time. And it's honestly some of my favorite memories. That was a couple months ago, but yeah, good times.
Yeah, I love it. And what do you do for work? Are you construction or what are you doing?
No, right now I'm just working with my buddies. We're working at a vintage store. Super fun. Throwing concerts, whatnot. So
way cool.
Yeah,
I love it. Well, so did you bring a guitar when you were up there, or do you write the lyrics first? Like, what was your process for that?
So
based on a true story, is there like a love interest that got away, or what? Or how did that play out?
Not really a love interest at the moment. Just I was sitting there thinking like, I mean, first of all, my family, they were all at home and my birthday was coming up. I was going to miss that. And it was just kind of like, I bet there's some people at home missing me, but you know, who really knows? That was kind of a little bit of a made up one, but definitely true feelings. Yeah, writing music though, I'm always kind of like a lyrics first kind of person. So I've got this legal pad. I have it right here actually, that I'm always like working on writing stuff. Anytime I get the chance, write stuff down, and then the song comes after. Me and my buddy Tucker, who were up there, shout out Tucker. He plays with like a bunch of like big time like country music artists. He's like opened for like he hasn't yet, but like his band's open for Treaty Oak and whatnot. He's really cool dude. Love him. He helps me record all the stuff. So he and I were up there. We had a bunch of recording stuff, guitars, everything we needed.
Way cool. And so I noticed too, I mean, something that is really grips you when you watch just your submission in your one song, and what I think will play well in the Great Wide Open Mic is your voice. Like it sounds like you probably are a fan of country. It sounds like you maybe grew up that way. Is that what discuss your influences? What influences you, and what are you trying to emulate anyone, or is that just the voice that you've had always?
That's just kind of the voice I've had. I love country music. I love everything, to be honest. So I kind of play into different like voices when I'm singing stuff. In the shower, I rip up a mean Creed impression, or
Love
like
it.
Alice in Chains, anything like that. But I think my biggest influences for like writing and singing the way I want my music to sound right now, a lot of the Eagles. Eagles are my favorite band of all time. So love that. Love some of that more like classic folk, like Jim Croce, Townes Van Zandt. Love any of those older guys. It's all older music for me. So
Yeah, when you were talking, even when you, I don't know if you are a big fan of Ray LaMontagne or if you've heard of him before.
Yeah, dude,
He
I've heard
has a song called God Willing and the Creek Don't Rise. It reminded me exactly of the scenario you just discussed, where it was just raining and you were miserable up in mountains. And so, yeah, if you check that song out, I think it would.
Dude, I love his stuff. Both like, what is it, Hannah and Jolene? Love those songs. They're amazing.
Love those songs. Are you by chance a fan of Coulter Wall at all? Have you heard of him?
Oh, my buddy is a huge fan. I haven't heard of any of his stuff yet, but I'll give him.
Man, your voice is deep, and it reminds me a little bit of Coulter Wall. Coulter Wall's great, and super deep voice though. Like on some of his albums, it's just really, really cool. Well, that's awesome. I mean, like, so you said you got buddies that help you record. Do you record with a full band, or are you this? You said you're recording. Are you recording like a full band worth of music, or just acoustic guitar and yourself singing?
We've got a bunch of people that keep hopping on the stuff we're putting down, like our buddy Jaden and Eli. Our buddy Eli is like this insane like guitar god. Super cool guy. But yeah, we've just got a bunch of people jumping on. Tucker plays drums, so we're always getting drums on our tracks. Our buddy Tommy, he's great at guitar too. We've got a bunch of things that we're adding, so full band. It's gonna be sick.
I love it. And so I'm going to take a stab that you are on the younger side and maybe early 20s, because the way that you talk about things, and maybe something that I want to chat with you about, is it sounds like you got a bunch of buddies. They're all into music and you're all helping each other. Like, I can't imagine a bunch of money's exchanging hands for you to like pay these guys to come help you out. It's really just like for the love of the music and the community that you have around you that's like helping you out, and you help them out on other projects as well. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's right on. We're all like, broke college students and whatnot. And I mean, everyone's willing to do it for free. It's been really cool just how much people are willing to help. And I mean, I haven't been able to help them much with things that they're working on, but I mean, I'm all open to it just because they've all been such a blessing in my life, just helping push this forward and something that I never thought I'd be doing.
Yeah. It's way cool. And I think it speaks to, I've experienced the same thing, and I see it when I've hosted open mics in the past, is a lot of musicians, just like a lot of times, especially when you're not successful, you're always willing to like help someone else out, jump on a track, or like help people write. Like there's a ton of songwriter circles, and it's like everything at the very low stages, it just feels like everyone is super helpful. I don't know. I've never been so successful that like, I'm at the top tier of music, but I've got to imagine it gets more competitive once you get a lot of money involved or anything like that. But it's really cool to hear, and it reminds me kind of my high school days. And even my brother had a band where they're just always playing, and it's just because you love it's something that's you love doing. So way cool. Do you write songs with your buddies too?
No, the writing is all just me. I'll send them to them and like ask like, how's this coming along? And most of the time they're like, that's great. So it's like, the words are all mine, that's the important part to me. Is for me, music isn't, about trying to make money or trying to get big. It really is just kind of a journal for myself. That's how it started. Was there's this girl that I can't get over, kind of cheesy, like it always happens, but just found out that she's probably gonna end up with someone else, and that broke me. This was my first song, Rooms We Never Built. And it's just like, not only did I miss out on being with her, but I missed out on the life we were supposed to have together. So I wrote that song, and from there just got addicted to it. So I'm always like writing feelings down and whatnot. So yeah,
I mean, I get the feeling that you're really good with words, just because I got chills just with the title, Rooms We Never Built. I've never heard the song, but I feel like you're really good at taking the emotions that you're feeling and putting them to paper. And that's not something that a lot of people are good with or can connect and resonate with other people. And just from the one submission that you had, that Bozeman Rain, I could tell immediately that I think it's just something that, I don't know if it's effortless that it comes to you, but it's something that you are very, very good at. So I'm super stoked to hear whatever songs you choose for the Great Wide Open Mic. One thing that I found, so it sounds like you don't use any AI or anything in your recordings or anything like that. Do you have any thoughts on AI in music, or how you feel about it, or AI in art, or are you indifferent?
Um, I I hate AI in music,
Yeah.
but like to some extent, every once in a while, my buddies and I will like get bored and like have AI write like some just random song, just because we're like, how hard would this slap? Um, but like just kind of messing around. Everything that we're looking to put out and stuff is all just completely like there's no AI involved. It's just kind of it's taking away our humanity, if that makes sense. Like what makes us human, like the ability to feel and the ability to hurt. That's the most important thing to me. Is if we have all these real feelings, we got to tune into those and really, because music, just writing it even has helped me so much get over so many things. And if you're using AI, it's like cheating yourself out of this like therapy that you could be putting yourself through. So it's just
Holy
like,
smokes. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I love that you said that, because even just the process, even if you never release the music, right? Sometimes just putting those thoughts into like onto paper, onto your legal pad, and then strumming a few chords like that, just that alone is the therapy sometimes you need. So I love that you said that. And it feels like, in all honesty, I don't think AI is going away anytime soon or ever, but I do feel like, especially in the artist world and music world, there's just already such a huge pushback. Almost everyone I talk to doesn't love AI or hates AI, and swears they'll never use it. And it's really interesting to me, because I feel like artists recognize real early, more so than maybe everyone else in the world, but like just how soulless it is, I guess you would say.
yeah,
And it's very apparent in music. Like I've heard great songs, like you can take a song that I wrote on a guitar and you can plug it into Suno, and it'll, I could be like, give this an Afro reggae version, and it pops it right out, and you're like, that sounds way cool. But yeah, there's no soul in it, there's no passion, and you lose that like therapeutic writing that you have all behind it. So yeah, I love that you said that. I did want to ask you about something that I found on your Instagram page. I don't know if you're still affiliated with it, but the Builders of Hope nonprofit. Is that something that you're affiliated with? What is that all about?
So that's my family's nonprofit. Yeah, it's like one of the biggest blessings in my life. We go down to Mexico, we build houses for fun. That's like, yeah. My mom is currently head chairwoman of it. My dad does a lot of I think he's doing the media and marketing for it right now, just being in charge of it. I've helped a lot with the media and marketing. Genuinely, really cool. Best thing ever. And
do you go down to Mexico and help build the houses as well, or is that just you organize?
Yeah, haven't missed a trip yet. Not planning on missing a trip anytime soon. It's the best thing ever. I've got a couple of pictures of Mexico up on my wall right here, but it's the best. I love it.
That's such a cool. How did that start? How did you guys get involved with that?
Yeah, so a while ago, I think this was back in 2021 or so. We had some family friends come visit us, and they're talking to my parents. They'd go down with this non-denominational Christian group that would go down from California, and they were just telling us like it's super fun. My parents were super interested. We went down on a trip with them, and then while we're down on this trip, like just so many amazing like things happened for all of me and my family. We understood that this is like the best thing we could be doing. And then we get home, and this group was like, you can't come with us anymore because you're not part of our denomination. We're like, well, guess we're starting our own. So my parents started it up with a bunch of our family friends, and we've been going ever since 2022. And we're looking to like totally like grow the organization and everything. It's super fun.
That's fascinating. If you don't mind my asking, are you guys LDS? And they said that you're not part of the non-denominational Christian group was like, you're not part of us. Is that how it played out?
Yeah, and it was really funny because our family friends were going down with them, and they were like the only LDS people on that trip, and it was going great for them. And then they invited us, and they invited a bunch of our friends. So it's like good, like maybe 40% of us were LDS, and they're like, we don't like this like overtaking. So
Yeah.
yeah,
This infestation. That's so silly. I have a family member that's going through a very similar situation where she was part, I think, of a Christian group, and she was writing music for them. And then they found out she was LDS and basically kind of cast her out. And it's just so silly in my mind. I'm actually not I'm not of any religious faith, but I did marry into an LDS family, and it's just counterproductive in my mind to like,
yeah.
you guys are all aligned on most, like 98% of things, but there's the 2% that you're like, we can't even have you in the same room. Like, so just doesn't make any sense to me.
It's definitely difficult, but even though that we're like aligned in a lot of our views and stuff, I still think it's like, even if we weren't aligned at all, I think that's just dumb that everyone's against each other. I feel like if we're all working towards the greater good, no matter like what we believe in,
Mm-hmm.
just love each other and just do what's right, regardless of faith.
100%. And a huge reason why this project exists is because I have a strong, I mean, it's very evident in the news and everything, but it's very evident that we are just so divided, and there's, everyone's picked their side. And the more we talk to each other, the more we realize our commonalities rather than our differences, and that like we all want the same thing, and we all want families to be safe and housed, and food and healthcare and everything. So it's like we really just differ on so little, and so it's really like I want this project to kind of lead, just like you said, lead with love and meet people where they're at, and try and bridge some of these large gaps that we've created for ourselves in politics and religion, which has just given us a lot of turmoil.
It's true. Yeah.
Love it. Well, man, I appreciate it. I love chatting with you about music. Do you have goals for your music, or is this just like a passion project that you keep to the side?
Yeah. I've kind of been forced to have goals about this now. That it's just picked up so much traction and so much, potential. Haven't really touched base on what those are yet. I just know at some point I would like to be, I don't know, like I'd like to be getting this out to people, not necessarily to, like become famous or rich or whatever. But the most important thing to me about this whole process is how much music has helped me get through like so many different things. And this is a big reason why I thought like, yeah, I'll actually start releasing this, is like, if I can help someone out through something that they're going through the way that other music has helped me out, I've done all that I need to do. Like, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I can do that, that's all I need.
Yeah. I love it. And I mean, you've got the goods, and I feel like there's no doubt in my mind that if you start releasing music, it's going to start finding an audience that appreciates it, and and we'll find people that need it. And I love, there's a quote by Ethan Hawke. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I love his quote where he said just recently in an interview where he said, art and music is just a commodity to most people until you suffer a loss or until you suffer heartbreak or something. And then it becomes sustenance. It becomes something that you need to get over those hard times or those times of pure elation. And it just, I so feel that. And I know, I mean, just from your Bozeman Rain, I'm positive there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that would just love to hear that song. So I'm so stoked that we're going to be recording it, getting a live take of it, getting you in front of what I'm hoping is going to be hundreds of people out there on August 29th. And it's going to be so special. So I'm so stoked that you're on board.
Dude, I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, the only other thing I wanted to talk to you about was when you think about these goals, are you planning to like get a band and your buddies all involved and start playing like shows and do a whole band thing, or are you going to start singer-songwriter and see how far you can go solo? Do you play a lot of shows or solo, or do you do any open mics solo?
So I've actually never played a show. That's like totally like new to me. The only thing I've ever played was a funeral. So that's like the extent of what I got. We're closing out Punko Fest with Freebird. That's going to be like my first performance ever. Yeah, in terms of singer-songwriter and whatnot, I think I'm going to go solo for a little while, and we'll have like a little studio band, and I'll let my buddies come along. But just for my personal stuff, go solo. My buddies and I are working on a side project, though. It's called Partial Custody. It's going to be like country dad rock. So I'm like, dude, I'm super excited about that. But that's more of like a fun thing. Like we're just messing around and whatnot. But
so fun. And I talked to you briefly before we started recording here, but you're about to release a new album, and then you have a show, like you just mentioned, Punko Fest at the Punko Vintage. Do you want to talk about both of those real quick?
Yeah, Punko Vintage. We throw this little concert series called Punko Fest. We have a couple of bands coming, most notably the Kill-Ins, which is like, I don't really listen to their stuff a lot, but from what I heard, they're great. Yeah, this will be our third Punko Fest. It does pretty good. We just love, throwing on these concerts and stuff. It'll be on July 25th, Saturday, 5 to 10, and then what else about that? That's all I can remember.
5 to 10. You got a bunch of bands. How many bands you got lined up for that?
I think we've got like 6. I can double check real quick.
Is it like cost to get in? What are the tickets?
It's free. All free. There's a bunch of booths there, vintage clothing. We got some like Tooth Gem people, some food trucks. Always such a blast. Yeah, we've got High Five Hero, Break Room, Driveway Days, Bleacher Babe, Hurry Up and Wait, and the Kill-Ins all playing. It'll be
super fun,
super good times.
I'm a big fan of music festivals, so I love that you throw that on. And then no release date for the album with Bozeman Rain on it. Is that right?
Not yet. I'm hoping by the end of the year, but realistically, it could be a little bit longer than that. But
way cool.
Out soon.
If you want to hear for the millions of listeners on this podcast, realistically, maybe like 30 or 40 listeners, if you want to hear him live, I highly suggest you come just to listen to Bozeman Rain if you just decide to play it. But I trust anything that you play on August 29th is going to be just absolutely earth-shattering. So stoked to have you there, Mack, and so thankful that you took time to talk with us today.
Dude, thank you so much for the opportunity. Absolutely,
man. Well, we will see you on August 29th, and everyone listening, go see a show on July 25th that he's hosting. Thanks so much, Mack. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Dude, thank you so much.
Take care, brother.
Hey, see ya. Bye.
I spent 2 weeks in Montana, in this little farming town. I'm not coming home tonight. I'm sorry to let you down. Storm's been coming for some time, and the rain is falling fast. I'm not gonna make it. Please give me one more chance. I'm just stuck up here in Bozeman, trapped by these big gray skies. She said she's done waiting for me. Guess she's found another guy. It's getting cold in West Montana, and your calls have been getting dry. Not much use in coming home to you. Writing you this last goodbye. Since then my phone's been empty. You're still on my mind. The rain moves down the window pane and the corners of my eyes. Every flash across the valley turns the pines a ghostly white. For a second in the darkness, I still see you by my side. I'm still stuck up here in Bozeman, under these big worn out skies. You said you couldn't do this anymore. West Montana, and I'm running out of time. If you're really done